If you'd like to work along with me at home, open the Project Files folder, Lesson 5 folder, and Formatting Details. We're currently on the Merge worksheet, and we're about to launch into a discussion of how to use the Merge tool in the Alignment group of the Home tab. We're going to start out here by selecting a big range of cells right inside this red border and merging these multiple cells into one big cell. Easy to do. Click the drop-down arrow next to the Merge and Center button and just choose Merge Cells. As you can see, now we have one big cell with the word Merge defaulting to the bottom left-hand corner of the cell. Now we're going to do the same thing to the range of cells here. But before we do that, I'd like to point out that the word Merge and the word Neighbor are in two different cells. Why do we care about that? The only cell content that will be left after the merge is whatever is in the leftmost cell. So the word neighbor is going to get lost in the shuffle here. If we select all these cells and then do a merge with this, Excel's even going to warn us the selection contains multiple data values. Merging into one cell will keep the upper leftmost data only. So say goodbye to neighbor. Now that's just a good thing to keep in mind because you will lose data if you have data in the adjoining cells. Let's get down to Merge and Center. We're going to select all the cells inside the red border and now just use the face of the Merge and Center button. It both merges and it centers. So now we have one big cell with the text centered right in the middle. Now you can override the alignment by using the left align button or the right align button. Or you could even just put it back to center, just like that. Let's scroll down and take a look at working with Merge Across. We'll select the same big group of cells here inside the red border and just take a look at what this does. Merge Across is going to merge the cells, but instead of giving us one big block of cells, it now gives us individual rows of cells within our selection. And now that we know how to merge cells, let's take a look at some of the disadvantages of doing so. We're going to scroll down here to the disadvantages to merged cells when it comes to copy and paste. If you wanted to select this big range of cells here and copy and paste it to another area, you could easily do that, but you can't just take the contents in column B, because if you try to select just the stuff in column B by dragging down, it's going to grab the merged cell and the cells above it and below it as well. So there's no way to just take the stuff in column B and disassociate it from the merged cell. Why is that, you ask? Well, try to click in cell B34. See, there really is no B34, even though it says so here in the name box. B34 is actually a big merged cell. So if you try to get any piece of it, even if you come over and click on cell F34, see, there's no real F34 either. It's just that one big cell. So if you try to take one cell out of the merged cells to copy and paste it, you can't do that. And this is what we run into when you try to make this selection. So is there a way to work around that? Well, sort of. You could use the Center Across Selection option to do that. And here we can see that in operation right here. This looks like a merged cell when in fact it isn't. If you click on each individual cell, you can see them clearly outlined there. And with this option, you can easily just take column B and copy and paste it to wherever you want to go. Well, how in the world did I do that? How did I center across selection? Well, I didn't merge this cell. All I did was select the cells that I wanted, and then you have to use the Format Cells dialog box. Right-click, Format Cells, and then this is a horizontal alignment, Center Across Selection. What's really interesting about this is if you click here in the center and look in the formula bar, there's nothing there. Even though this is centered inside the selection, all the text is still typed into cell B39. Well, how is that done? Well, first, let me just clear all the formatting on these cells here. I'll just select these guys right here and clear formats. So how do we do this? We're going to select the cell that contains the text and a bunch of other cells, like right here. Open the dialog box. Center Across Selection. There you go. For my money, that's a better choice than merged cells. It's going to cause you a lot fewer problems down the road.